Alright, for this last video, there is a little trick in this problem. So just because your answer didn't show up on quizzes doesn't mean that you got it wrong. It just means that you didn't simplify it, and that's okay, because we don't know how to simplify right now. So just to verify that you did it correctly, our A value is 2, our B value is 2, our C value is -6, and the quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. Again, I'm going to do my little simplification there. Just keep going. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 4 is 48. All over 4. And then this is maybe what the majority of you got as an answer, which is correct, but it is unsimplified. So if you got that answer, you're not going to see it to the left. So this is what they did. One of the things you could do to get a different answer. If you notice, in the original quadratic, we might be able to factor this. And the number one rule of factoring is what? Factor out what's in common. Well, you notice that you have a 2 in every single term. So we could factor out a 2 out of every term. And what that does is makes the quadratic a little bit smaller. And in fact, if this would work, we can ignore this 2 that's out here in the beginning. We've factored it out. It's no longer part of our quadratic. So now, actually, our A value is 1, our B value is 1, and our C value is -3. Let's see if that fixes the problem. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times A times C all over 2a. Simplify, we end up with -1 plus or minus the square root of 13 all over 2. So there's our answer right there. And again, that's something that's coming in the future, a couple different ways of simplifying. But don't forget, you can factor things out, and if you factor them out, they do make the numbers smaller and a little bit easier to deal with. So that's a little tip that hopefully is helpful in the future.